Alright guys, so you know the Fighter 101 is a channel where I mostly talk about fighting games and also stealth games, but there will always be room in my channel for topics that are relevant to me, and if I have any opinions that I think are worth sharing and that can be of use to my audience, I will definitely share them. And that is the case with today's topic, which I will continue to discuss in the channel as part of my long form video format. And it's very important to consider that this is a taboo topic only to people that are losing their jobs to it. Before we go into this, if you like fighting games, if you like video games in general, I'm not saying stop playing video games, stop playing fighting games. This to me is what I do in my free time. I don't like to just sit down on a couch and eat Doritos and watch Netflix on my free time. I'd rather do something productive. This to me is time for relaxation. This is what I consider my time for a break. Making videos for this channel is one of the things I do as a pastime. So what I'm saying is, if you love video games, great. My advice to you is make the most of your time right now, because we are going into very dark times, where a lot of people that feel safe about their jobs, especially in the digital landscape, are going to be losing their jobs. And if they don't do something about it, it's going to be too late. Lately I've been talking to a lot of developers and coders, because that's where basically what I've been doing for the last 15 years is writing content online, developing websites, and pretty much being involved in the whole internet marketing industry. So I understand what has been happening since the first GPT came out about 3 years ago for the public to use. It has been crazy how things have changed since then. And we are seeing a world where we really need to learn to adapt. And if we are in denial, we are going to pay for it. So this is going to be a series of videos about AI and about what I consider is going to happen with AI from this point on. I'm going to tell you with my personal experience first, so you can have an idea of, think of it as a journal of AI experiences that I will be sharing here on Fighter 101. And it relates to everything that I do, even to fighting games, even to the content I create for this channel. So the first thing I will do is give you my personal experience when it comes to what happened since the first GPT came out a few years ago. I was running a very successful writing business. Just writing for blogs, landing pages, you name it. I mean, literally hundreds of clients for about 10 years. I was just milking that industry as much as possible, and it was doing great. It was a great time to be a writer in the freelancing realm. As soon as the first GPT came out, over 80% of the clients that would buy blogs for their websites, that would buy landing page content, simply vanished. Literally vanished. This is not assumptions. This is not me saying, oh, I'm afraid this could happen. These are facts that I saw happening to me and to endless successful freelancers that offer the same kind of services. So what I'm getting at with this is that I had to move into another digital niche that is still viable, but I know that what I'm doing today is going to be dead as well in about 2 years tops. And basically what we're doing now, if you are in the digital world, you're basically moving from branch to branch, just trying to keep the rhythm going and not fall to the ground. But every branch just feels like it's gonna break way faster than ever before. Where there was a time where you would spend 10 years doing something and then it would become obsolete. Now it's a matter of a couple of years, even months, for that to happen. And people can cry all they want, they can throw all the temper tantrums they want. Even coders that used to be the rock stars of the digital world are now slowly becoming as relevant and as important in terms of supply and demand as a janitor. And I'm not saying that to insult anyone that is a janitor. It's a job like any other. What that means is that anyone can grab a mop and clean a floor. This is the reason why that job is not paid well. And the same thing is happening to the digital landscape. Even if you are a coder right now listening to me and saying, this guy has no clue what he's saying. Coders are never going to be replaced by AI. That is the craziest denial that I could ever hear anyone say, that coders are not going to be replaced by AI. For the most part, coders are going to be replaced by AI. There will be coders that are still going to have jobs, but it's going to be a very small number of coders in comparison to the amount that we had in the past, right? And the amount of money that coders are going to be making is going to be way lower too. Junior coding is already dead because junior coder is not better than AI. If you're not ready to break out of your denial in regards to your job, to your position, if you're a seasoned coder that understands code at a very deep level, you can still work, no doubt. But give it 3 to 4 years tops before AI is good enough to actually replace you. So in the future, it's not going to be about who's the best at coding or who's the best at graphic design or writing. It already is like that for graphic designers and writers. Writers and graphic designers that are still able to have a job are the ones that are curating content, or the graphic designers that are actually curating content that is created by AI. Sure, there are still graphic designers that are hired to create something from scratch, because there's also still a group of people out there that are not ready to accept AI completely, and they want to pay people to actually produce something from the very beginning. But that is not the case for most people. They don't want to spend hundreds of dollars, even thousands of dollars creating digital art, for example, that AI can create way faster, and it can do it for a fraction of the cost within seconds. And then an actual designer can edit that content to whatever the client needs. And it's happening. Even if you throw a tantrum and you get all worked up and you say, if you support AI, you're the enemy. No. AI is here to stay. If you don't support it, if you don't get into it, if you don't embrace it, you're simply going to fall off the wagon. You're going to have to go to the country, become a farmer, because when it comes to the digital jungle, the concrete jungle of the city, you need to embrace AI. You cannot survive in the modern world without embracing AI. And you need to get that into your brain, accept it, understand it, and see how you can make AI work for you. There has never been a better time to be your own boss and create your own businesses in any kind of branch, because AI allows you to get so much more done now than it did before. And it has been proven that AI is very efficient at writing and at graphic design. And Google allows 100% AI created content. I'm telling you, because I wrote content before AI for 10 years. I created blogs, websites, and worked for landing pages and websites from all places and all industries that you can imagine. But now that AI is here, it has become so good at writing, you can actually teach it to write the way you write. And even if a checker like Turnitin or Zero GPT says it's 100% AI, if the content is actually valuable and it's properly written, if you meet those requirements, even if it's AI, it will be ranked by Google. So everything that we do in the digital world is going in that direction. Simple as that. If you want to be in denial, stay there. If you want to evolve and actually make something of this and use it as an opportunity to actually make a business grow and to profit from it, then AI is really there to help you make that happen. All right, guys, that's it for this one. Remember to give a like and subscribe if you like the content, and I will see you in the next one.